on earth happened? Right, that's the old chat.
People say, you gone off, you gone off.
Yeah. Right, let's refresh that. Right. Yeah, it's only got 2 live streams on it.
Perhaps you double, yeah, you double clicked it maybe.
Right, that should be the new one. Hello, hello, hello. Right, well, that's the live one. Right.
Have you got a conflict?
Maybe not, but we'll just have to watch and see what happens. It's going to run in lights. I think it'll be a short one. Do you think that's Gloria?
Yeah, I think it's going to be short.
Yeah.
This one, isn't it?
Yeah. Right. Yeah, just saying what we've all been up to. I've had a busy one, going around doing my bits and pieces. Yeah, if you want to check out the iconic sports bike that I've bought for £750, that is on Adams Autos. Some new contact due to go up for that one. So there we go. Yeah, now as regarding this channel, obviously we've still got the recorded content over the next couple of months really to still go through. So there's a few left there. We have, when we did the meet and greet, Rudy and I, a few weeks ago, we did sort of sit down and there's a list of the sites.
Yes,
I'll get
yeah,
told of
we did
that.
go through your list of,
Yeah.
list, didn't we?
Yeah, unfortunately, Gloria being on holiday at the minute, we need to sort out what times when we can go out and do.
Well, we can go anyway, can't we? You don't, you know, even while Gloria's away, we can still check out some of the sites, you know.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I mean, you know, you know, I mean, if someone's away, don't stop you from doing it.
No, I suppose not.
It's just a matter of getting the sites and going around and having a look.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, like we usually do.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, these ones.
I think you're blocking
Well,
Rudy
Hey? Yeah, I'm actually. Yeah, so I mean, we've got St Clements to go back to. Well, for me anyway. None of you guys have been there.
I've not been there.
No, but that was a good one. Wakering Stairs, but that's one Gloria wants to do.
Yes, yeah.
And then we got. I'm going to check out Dorset in Huntersley.
Dorset?
Yeah, that little triangle bit up around where the smugglers were.
Yeah, why not? Try that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We call the Towers, now that's in down Kent Way.
Why can't we try that then? One evening. When you're free, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got plenty of time, except some Wednesdays I'm at the photographic club thing.
Yeah, and I've got a note about North Road Chapel.
North Road Chapel.
Yeah, what that was about?
Where? North Road? What? Which one? Not here.
Oh! That's next to Balmoral.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The
Yeah,
church.
Yeah, Trish had mentioned.
Yeah.
Trish mentioned that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've got to give her a call as well.
Yes, yeah, okay. Yeah, so we got some sites to check out. Yeah, so it's all good. Whilst we was at this, was doing this, one of our subscribers kindly gave me this book, which is something to look through, because that's where we found some.
Yeah.
I mean, the sort of stuff that's in here has been a source of some really good content.
Yeah.
You know, it's not what, you know, I've said this loads and loads of times before, but if you want to find activity, you have to go beyond what you'll find when you do, you know, when you look them up on the line, and I'll give you the same pages all the time, you have to go beyond that and see if there's anything of interest that's happened in the areas. So there's murders, any, you know, battles as we've been to, up in Ashington. We've still got to go. Well, for me anyway, got to go back to the one in Benfleet. Back to Benfleet. That's another one.
Oh, what the plane, the bomber?
No,
Well,
Viking one, isn't it?
Yeah, there was an Anglo-Saxon and Viking
Isn't
battle
it-
there.
Hasn't it got on wrought iron fencing? It's got it all.
That's right. Yeah, you got the front of a Viking longship,
That's it.
and there's a plaque underneath.
We drove past that when we were at work the other day.
Do you know, it's funny, the amount of people I talk to, you know, the clients that I pick up from my job, and they didn't know I was there.
I only saw it for the first time the other day when I drove past it in van.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll just make a note of that. But yeah, I went there. It was an early video. I was with Tracy and Ricky,
Right.
and just doing a bit of the housing rod work.
Mm.
We've got some interesting feedback.
We've been doing some work, or we travel all around Essex at the moment doing like call outs and things like that.
Yeah.
It's not our main job, but since the engineer left, we've been doing it. And we've been passing some really, really spooky looking churches. And I've been meaning to write them down. I mean, we go into like the deepest, darkest corners of Essex.
Yeah, there's.
And there's some bloody proper
Oh
little
yeah,
churches
these
about.
places
Like,
you
ooh.
blink and you miss them.
Yeah.
That's what I said before. You know, because I've done the same sort of thing when I've taken our clients to places around North Essex, Suffolk, Norfolk, as I did so today. I bring back somewhere from Great Yarmouth, and once or twice I've taken a route off the beaten track and just gone through all these little places, and you're like, wow, look at this. You know, you never known it's there. That's where I found the leper colony, and what was the other one? We had that Abbey around the corner, didn't we? We had that one as well. But yeah, you see these little.
There's one we were doing the other day. It's not too far from here. We were fixing his bollards and his gate, and there's a church. He lives opposite a church, and you know, oh flipping out.
I was just thinking. Neil said, "Rudy's very photogenic."
Do you know how many people? I've got a few people that have been taking photographs and saying you're so photogenic.
You are actually.
I haven't busted the cameras, hopefully, but
No, that's a great photo of you on your face.
thank you, Neil. Appreciate it.
That's a great photo of you on your Facebook.
Well, my mate Paul took that.
Yeah.
Police photo, right?
Huh?
That's a police
Yeah,
photo.
it's got numbers next
Yeah,
to it.
that's one of the crime watch.
Yeah.
If you scroll down it's like that.
Yeah, crime watch.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's got-
you got me.
Yeah, it's got the lines above your head and the numbers next to
Have you
it.
seen
Yeah.
this man?
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Right, now what were it? Right, we're
So go on, yeah, go back. Yeah.
right, so I can't remember the number of the road. So,
See, even Spirit agrees.
yeah.
Thank
I'm
you.
having a bit of a brain fart myself. You go as if
Hello, Bob.
right, you go towards as if you're going towards Pitsea,
Yeah,
towards the nature reserve, and you can turn off the Pitsea Market.
yeah.
That
I
road.
know that. What's
Is
that?
it the A13?
Oh, what the old South End Road or Old London Road? Is that what you mean? Because you've got St Mary's Church down at Bowes Gifford.
No.
No,
No,
no.
you're
No.
talking about Sandon Road.
No. You go towards.
Oh, sorry.
So you have to go. You go towards.
I still on Sound Road.
So you go. Right. You come off of. Let's say you come off of Canby and you go onto that main road towards London. Where's that? What's that road?
Oh, yeah, that's South End. Yeah.
Right. So you're going along the A13. You don't turn off at Pitsea to go to that nature reserve or to the Pitsea.
Oh, you're
Market.
talking about the one on top of the hill, St Michael's
yeah,
Mount.
yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
So you carry on going,
Yeah.
and then you come to. I should know this. I drove bloody trains for 18 years. There's a level crossing, and there's a pub there as well.
Oh, yeah,
What's it
yeah.
called?
I know. Yeah, they do weddings and stuff there.
What's it called?
That. Yeah,
Got
you
the railway,
go
is it?
just over. You go over the railway line. It's on the right hand side. Is that the one you're talking about?
No, you go over the. Oh, flipping hell, what's it called? You go over. You come off the A13. It's just past Basildon.
Yeah.
Actually, just past the Pitsea turnoff, and you go over the railway line. You go through, carry on going, and then there's a church down there, and I was doing the work opposite this church, and I was busting for a pee. And I thought, oh, I'm going to go to the graveyard and just, have a pee in there. And I was looking at long story short, I was looking at the some of the headstones, 1700.
Wow.
That's
Well, we'll have to go on Google
Oh, I'll
Maps
tell
and
you
just
what.
have a nose around, because obviously I know about St Michael's Mount. We've been there a few times, but what you're talking about is past that. So it's past the Pitsy turn off. So it's like,
You know what? Excuse me, people. I'm going to Google it. It's just going to drive me bloody mad all night. Carry on talking. We finish yourselves.
so yeah, we've got some stuff we're going to check out. As I say, Glory's on holiday, but I think when she gets back, we'll sort out dates for a lot of these, which has got to work around the stuff dealing with Adam and that. Yeah, we'll sort that out. So, I mean, on a spiritual medium level, is there anything, anything that's got you interested in the last week or so?
Well, usual stuff that's going on in the world, the vibrations are definitely changing now. As you've seen everything kick off all over the place. You guys must have noticed that. So yeah, there's some definite vibrational changes and
Yeah, it's been
going
mental,
on. It's
isn't it?
mental. It's just driving people mental. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of stuff. I should imagine that's going to open people's eyes, because they've been obviously, probably blocked or whatever throughout the years. Well, now that's being lifted, and it's people are beginning to see what's really happening around us, and that should sort of be very, very interesting, I'm sure, in the next couple of months or years, whatever. So yeah.
What is the topic tonight? Well, it's our Oscar Medium. It's the Monday night. So
Any suggestions?
yeah. If you've got anything that
Have you got anything
that comes to mind?
has anyone got any suggestions that come to mind that we may be able to have a chat on and answer?
Yeah,
Well,
why are you doing that? I'm going to have a quick nudge for the.
Right, fobbing.
I was thinking fobbing.
Fobbing. Right, so basically,
I know what you're talking
you
about
come
now.
off the A13,
Yeah.
you go over the fobbing crossing,
Yeah.
carry on going, and then you'll come to a sharp right-hand bend. Go off that sharp right-hand bend, don't follow it round, and then you come to a church.
Yeah.
And there's a church on your left, there's a set of houses on your right. This
Yeah.
church is, or the graveyard, the gravestones in there were literally worn. And I was having a pee next to one, and I looked, not on them, that's desecration, I didn't know.
Yeah.
And I had a look, and it was 1711 or something like that. I was like, wow.
You know, you did live down that road, didn't you?
Oh.
Tony Tucker.
Did he?
His old property's still there.
Oh.
Yeah, you can look it up on Google Maps, but yeah, that road that you go down, Tony Tucker's house is on the right hand side.
Okay.
It's, my daughter, she actually lives opposite where Pat's old house was.
Really?
Literally,
Bloody hell.
yeah, Gordon Road. There's a turning opposite. She lives down there. Just, yeah, this is. We've got, so just going a quick look in here. So we've got the contents, and down here, page 179, it says Essex executions, 1865 to 1953. So this is the kind of stuff that obviously it does get people's interests.
well, it's history as well.
It's
isn't it?
the macabre side of
It's
it.
the
isn't
mark, yeah, it's the macabre side of history. Essex is one of the most areas for this kind of thing, though, isn't it?
it? Yeah.
You usually find.
So, oh,
What's
Christ.
been said now?
What's that? It's become fashionable to start a war lately. Well, yeah.
Who said that?
Neil.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, what's going on in the Middle East at the moment with, Israel and Iran and.
Yeah, but I don't. They're trying to poke trying to start World War Three, but I can't. I don't think that's going to happen.
No, I mean Trump's.
I don't think that'll happen. You know, it's put people on the precipice or whatever you like to say, the edge,
Yeah,
but it ain't going to happen.
Scaremongering.
yeah.
Yeah, it's all to do with, as you guys probably know out there, a control issue maybe, scaremongering. Yeah,
Oh right, there
they've
we
done
go.
a good job and all.
Yeah, yeah. Here we go. What's it? At the back of this, Essex executions.
1865 to 1953.
Yeah. So we'll take the top one, which is a gentleman of the name of Ferdinand Edward Carl Toll. Beautiful British name.
Oh,
20,
perfect.
26th of January 1865. That was the last public execution in Essex.
I tell you
But
what,
it'd be
the
good to
name,
look up where that was happened.
the name Cole, C-O-L-E,
Kate,
that happens quite a lot in Essex, you know.
yeah,
I've
this,
noticed that quite a lot in
Probably
places.
an old name, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is spelled Kohl with an accent over the O.
That's German.
That's like a German name.
That is a German name. It's a German apostrophe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or German, whatever you
And
If
then
you look at Helmut Kohl, isn't he spelled like that?
Helmut Kohl.
Yeah.
I think it is, yeah.
KHOL or KOHL?
Yeah, with-
Kohl. And there's an accent over the O.
Apostrophe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
look,
German.
there's
I'm
two
sure
dots
that's
over the
German. That is German, isn't it?
It's
I wonder if it was something to do with war crimes then. What year was that?
War
No,
crimes.
what year was Kohl?
Oh, that was 1865.
Oh, no idea.
No.
no.
I would love to do a reading for you, but I don't have my cards. There's one thing I forgot my way out tonight. Basically, because if you watch me vlog from last week, I've had a problem with my phone, so I've had to sort of go back to running my tablet and sorting stuff out. I completely forgot about my cards. I mean, I don't know if you can pick anything up from Neil. Neil Hyde is a regular viewer. I don't know if you pick up anything off of him.
Not really. Not nothing that really sort of jumps out at me, but you know, the normal stresses and strains of life, I guess, like a bit of anxiety, perhaps.
Or do you want me to add him off as positive? Yeah.
Anyway, but I wanted to tell you about you know that night we went to have a look at this churchyard, and I took that photograph, and you could see the Norseman.
Oh yeah, that was at St Mary the Virgin over in Great Barrow.
Well,
Was it Dunmo?
was it? Well, it was something like that. It was. I can't remember where it was, but it was at a Viking cemetery there.
That
I mean, because you had the Viking. I took that picture,
Yeah.
and there's that Viking thing there.
I think that was one of my guides. What's that? I could, or joint with Adam, life is positive. I could come around and mug you.
What?
Oh, I think you're talking about doing a live.
Who?
Neil. Yeah, I think I'll, don't know about that.
What?
About doing a live with someone else. We'll mull it over, mate, and see, see what we can do. Because I'm not sure about. Obviously, the people that've been involved with the lives are people we know, people we know well. And doing a live with another channel, I'm not sure that worked. But leave it with me. I'll have a look into that. But anyway, just going back to this quickly. All right, so that was the first one. The last one they've got down here, which says George James Newland, 23rd of December 1953. So, I mean, that could well have taken place at Chelmsford, the Chelmsford prison,
Yeah.
because they did do executions there. And there is a name that has popped up, really interestingly, because I've looked into it. James McNichol, 21st December 1945.
Why does that name ring a bell?
Because do you remember the first murder I did, which happened over Thorpe Bay?
Yes.
James McNichol was the guy that pulled the trigger on the rifle, and the bullet that come out hit another sergeant in the neck and killed him. It wasn't intentional. When you look at the case, it was manslaughter, but the judge decided otherwise again the road. It was a horrible. It was the day after. It was the day after victory in Japan Day, so it was like the 17th of August 1945. They'd all gone down to Halfway House, which is the Toby now.
Celebration.
Yeah. And James McNichol, he had been on a few dates with an ATS girl, Jean Neal or something like that. It didn't go well. He said to her, go back to the huts at the the anti-aircraft battery for some flirtation, as he called it. We all know what that means.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
She declined him. He took it the wrong way. He got tanked up. She's gone down the pub with all the others. He's gone down now. He's seen her talking to one of the other guys and got the wrong end of the stick, and so on. So he's gone back to the huts early. Got a gun out. Intention was to give him a scare. And when they'd all gone back, there was a big kerfuffle and all that. Yeah, and he pulled the trigger and shot Sergeant Douglas Kirkcaldy. Douglas was actually friend of his. It was nothing to do with whatever had gone on. But the bullet just happened to hit him in the neck and they got the rope. But that's where you know it, because I've looked into it and I picked up stuff down there. Actually, we could pop down there, see if you can pick up any residual off of that. That might be an idea. I didn't mean it like that. You've got. Oh, sorry, Dave. Yeah, I do get the wrong end of the stick sometimes. Yeah, so that's a really interesting one. That, but yeah, I think we'll take a trip down there.
Yeah, might be.
Because I'd like to put closure on that site, just for my own peace of mind, to know that if anyone's, if Douglas, his spirit is stuck there for whatever reason, if he's stuck there, we'll help him. If not, he's moved on. Great, he's moved. So to me, that would be something we can close off. That'd be a good thing. But yeah, I mean, it's a great stuff in here. We can look into these because these are more historical. These are historical executions, and there's going to be no one.
You mean like something like this wasn't in Essex, I don't think, but it was in Holloway. Ruth Ellis or something like that.
Yeah.
Last woman to be hanged.
That's right.
My mum actually met her, saw her, and she was.
Yeah, I mean, these would be great to say because the historicals. There's no one alive that's going to be any kind of family member towards them or immediate family. So these would be good to check
Well, that's
out.
what I mean, in that kind of scenario. I know it would be a bit of detective work, I suppose, as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so there'll be a bit of research involved with it.
Research, yeah. I mean, ideally, I just like to go in with no data at all, and just try and pick up out the ether what I can pick up from my guides and stuff, what they show me, and I'll zero in on it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we can pop over to Thorpe Bay on Sunday night or something. If you want to do it, Jeff. Won't take long. Yeah. Yeah, come over and we'll give that a check out. So, as I say, if he's moved on, then happy days. If he ain't, then we'll help him.
Well, I can certainly see if there's any residue there, like left there or anything. There.
Oh, you'll pick up in the fracas because I did.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'll I'll have a sniff around.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. We'll nail that one. Sunday night. So it won't be long. Chloe might even be back. Might want to Just
Yeah.
jump on it. So.
Well, it's good to flex your psychic or
Exactly. Yeah.
mediumistic
Mm.
muscles now and again, isn't it?
Yeah.
To keep you in, to keep you in the frame, as to say.
Yeah.
Um,
That's yeah. All right. Now that. So yeah, we're going to do a bit of recording on Sunday. That'll be good. We'll go back over to Thorpe Bay, the site of the first murder I checked out, and we'll see if it's got closure on that, and we can go.
Of course.
That's it. Yeah, all done
Brilliant.
for that one. And I'll look through here and see if anything else. But as I say, certainly, the macabre stuff is the stuff that seems to get people's attention.
Well, yeah, because obviously, people like that sort of thing because it's the unknown, isn't it?
Yeah.
The paranormal again.
Mm.
People got a thing for the paranormal. You see these ridiculous films that are hyped up that come out and scare the pants out of people and God knows what, exaggerations and that. It's always, I suppose, it's always good to do that, but we've got enough frightening things going on in the world as it is, for real.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, anything. Rudy a sniff around, not a cavalier dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cat. Yeah, Spaniels are brilliant for.
Yeah, they're good drug sniffers.
They are. Yeah. Yeah. Going off the scientific thing briefly. I don't know if you ever, in your time doing the doors and that, but certainly when I've done the club work, the police used to bring their dogs down to train Icon and Diva.
Yeah, we've had sniffer dogs on our clubs and that and
Yeah.
things like that. Yeah.
Well, the dogs they brought down for the drugs were spaniels.
Yeah, they're always
Yeah,
like
cocker spaniels.
Cocker spaniels, yeah.
Nutcases.
Mm. But they're absolutely they're on it. It go somewhere. The guy the cop that was training would put the drug somewhere in Icon, and the bloody thing would find it.
Mm.
You imagine all the smells in a club that holds 2,000
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they try to hide it in coffee and stuff like
Yeah.
that, don't they? And still know where it is.
It's fascinating to watch that.
But yeah, I mean, talk about animals. You do get back on the subject of spirituality. You do get a lot of spirit animals as well. I mean, I used to get like big cats, like tigers, and they brush past you. You feel their tail, you can hear the purring, like, and shit, oh bloody hell, whoa, that's quite something.
Oh, hello, Ads. How's the team doing, mate? Paranormal Essex just dropped in.
Hello,
Hello there.
hello, aloha.
Yeah, we're looking at murders again. Sorry. Quickly going back to the animal thing. Now, the last animal that came into my visions was a lion.
Yeah, I mean,
and he stepped in at the right time. I think I was having a bit of an issue, and this lion just came and said, "You got this," basically. Not saying anything, just the way
it's
he
a
appeared
sign
on
of
me.
strength as well, isn't
Yeah.
it? So
It's like no matter what it is, you can deal
you
with this.
can deal with it.
You can
yeah.
do this. So kind of sticking on the animal front, do you believe in shucks? A shuck is like a devil dog with red eyes. They're described as shucks.
I've actually seen several things like that. With red eyes. I'm thinking, I'm thinking, ooh.
Nice tan. I know. This is what happens when you get a convertible. But so you've seen the shucks?
Well, I've seen entities with red eyes, and I'm not fazed by it. Nothing like that frightens me. I've had them face to face, like scary face, or demon, whatever you like to call it, face to face. I just laugh at it. I just think it's funny, and that's the way you should approach it.
Yeah.
Because they can't. It takes the power away
That's it,
completely.
You've got no energy.
You've got no energy.
Yeah. I had an attachment. It was an animal on page help. Tip move on. Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about with that. Hello, Glenn. All good, bud. Good to hear, Neil. Busy. Yes, we know, mate. It's annoying because I want to talk about what we're doing, but I can't. But nearer the time.
Who had the attachment?
Adam.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I had someone contact me about, ask me for an advice about this guy that this person knew, and they had this something attached to him, and if there's anything I can do, and I'm thinking, well, for a start, I don't know nothing about this person, what they've been delving into or anything, you know. So you got no. I said, can you? Well, I said no. You know, I couldn't do nothing about it because. For a start, it was the distance, and you know, I don't know nothing about that person, whether they're into something quite not very nice. So obviously they're left open. Otherwise, this thing wouldn't been able to attach itself. So maybe he'd been messing about with something he shouldn't have been. So I said, no, I can't help him. I know nothing about this person.
Yeah, I kind of know where that came from, that attachment, Adam, or where it stems back to. Obviously, we'll chat about it when I see you. But yeah, that was an interesting situation. So yeah, it's.
And I know what it's like to get an attachment because I had one on me for many years when I was younger, before I even knew what was happening. You know, it was dealt with, fortunately, and you know, with people around that knew what was going on and did help me and took this away, because obviously, you know, being gifted at a very young age, your light is very bright.
Just quickly, so how did they get rid of the attachment?
Well, yeah, that is a good question. I remember now, because a friend of mine, I had to have, because she told me about her friend, she'd got something with her, and it wasn't very nice. I mean, I see this thing, and it was like this gremlin sitting on her shoulder. It had these really long nails that dug into her neck, and I'm talking to her, but I'm not talking to her. I'm talking to it, what was obviously attached to her, and it was sort of mocking. You know, it was making fun. And I'm thinking, she's not talking. You know, she's not talking. So I've got we got rid of this thing. We just pulled it out. We projected some very bright light, very bright, and sent it into this light, or this, you know, and it screamed like God knows anything. It screamed. I'll never forget the scream when it was exposed to this bright light. We just shoved it there, so it couldn't get out. It was locked into that. It was gone, you know. And the woman sort of, she didn't know what was happening. She said, oh, she did feel a lot different, but she couldn't get her marbles. It was like something had been taken. She felt like something had been taken away. I said, yeah, it was this thing, you know, and that was it. It had gone. So yeah, job done.
Got rid of it.
Got rid of it. So yeah, I mean, these entities, there are entities like that latch on to people like gifted people because their light is so bright, you know, and they're attracted to it. And you know. Yeah.
So did she not know anything about protecting herself?
No.
Right.
No.
So
No,
does she now?
Well, her daughter, I know her daughter, and she said my mum still thinks about that day, and I said, well, yeah, I mean, she's got to make sure she's shut off, you know, because if you're wide open and you're doing stuff that, you know, you shouldn't be doing, or dabbling with things, you know, you're not supposed to, like Ouija board and stuff like that, you know, you're gonna come a cropper, you know, you're gonna get things attaching to you and coming through and stuff. So yeah, she was all right. Job done. It was sorted, you know, and which is nice to know.
Right, just go through these comments quickly. So we had hello from Harlow from Glenn. And Neil said, I'm jumping back under Rudy's hat to kickstart Jeff.
Jeff!
Kickstart me, what?
Yeah, it'd probably be a bit quiet.
Yeah, on the quiet side, mate.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know much what we're talking about, right? So, I've
Yeah,
had,
yeah.
had many experiences and that, and you know, so
It is fascinating.
Yeah, but it's, I suppose for you, because you've not had that experience, it's enlightening to
yeah,
To
I just
learn
sit here-
about
I
these
just sit
things.
here and listen and
Yeah.
whatever, you know.
because I mean you're in a kind of side again, you know, that's why you're good with the channel because you're sort of sitting here where you know some of the people that watch us and don't know about things will be in the same position. So.
Yeah, I kind of like sit on the fence and listen to it and that. And, yeah.
So yeah, I didn't even, yeah. So Adam said I didn't even know, but everyone around me did. Also, I've been looking at Dead Man Island. Spooky may be one of the episodes. I totally agree with that.
What?
Dead Man Island over in Kent.
Not been there.
Well, Dead Man Island?
Not been there.
No, because you need a boat and you need
Yeah.
permission.
And I have. Yeah.
You need a boat and you need permission to get on there.
Right.
So yeah, that's going to be, as I say, it's something we're going to discuss. Jeff, next time I will win the arm wrestle.
Yeah. We'll help you, mate.
Yeah. Eat your Weetabix.
Good luck with that.
Three on one.
Still good luck with that.
Yeah.
You could beat me tonight. I'm bloody knackered.
Yeah, he's a bit tired, is old Jeff.
Exactly.
Understandably, it's been a hot day today.
I'm up at 5 in the morning. We've got a massive dig on tomorrow, so I'm like, I
Yeah.
am going to bug out in a minute. To be fair,
Your
no
energy
problems.
is very low, my man.
it is.
Yeah.
It
You
is.
need to recharge your batteries.
It is.
That's quite true. Yeah, I'll be thinking of you, Jeff, tomorrow. I'm driving a air-conditioned car.
Thanks.
I'm sitting in front of you.
We've got an air conditioned van out the window.
Yeah. Yeah, film that's great. But yeah, I don't know if you tuned in on Tom Adam. I was just talking about this book that one of my subscribers popped in to the community centre when we've done the holistic thing, and you know we do our meet and greets there, and he came in and chat with me and Rudy, and gave us that book. It's quite fascinating. He was just saying about. Right at the back there, Essex Executions, 1865 to 53, and down at the bottom, one of the last ones was James McNichol, which was something I've investigated. Not James, the hanging of James, because that happened at Chelmsford Nick, but the reason why he ended up there, and that site I've been to 3 times. One was just to read the story off of what happened. And the other 2 was actual paranormal investigation. But we did get, as I say, we did get correspondence there. And it's something I haven't really thought about until more recently, is whether that site will need closure. So we're going to go back and, you know, if it needs closing, then we'll do it. If it's already done, fair play. You know, we can go, that's it, done. We'll move on to the next one.
Yeah, we need to obviously get some sites lined up
Yeah.
to do.
But we've got a list there, we've got 6.
Yeah.
Rudy and I think we'll check out 1 or 2. And when Glory's back, we'll get our dates together.
I'm going to leave it.
Okay, Jeff.
I'm up very early.
Yeah, no problems, mate.
Jeff,
Alright, see you later, son.
see you later, mate.
Alright, set up, bud.
Alright, see you later. Alright, see you later, guys.
Right, yeah. That should be good.
No, I can't sit over here. Hopefully I can still read.
Yeah.
I can't read the chat. Heather
Well, I'll
said,
sit over it.
alright, hi, I'm not sure if you saw my previous chat, but think you may be looking into public executions where they've pleaded innocence might be an idea. Yeah, totally agree with that, Heather. Particularly in light of some of the stuff that we've done regarding the witch trials. I mean, we've only really touched on that, but that stemmed from the visit to when we went to Guildhall. Remember that in Sandwich? Yeah.
And not only that, we went we got to do the cage at some point.
Yes, yeah,
St Joseph's, isn't it?
yeah. Yeah, hold that thought. We'll have an off-air. We'll have an off-air chat about that, which I think I've already had with Adam.
Oh.
If you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Sorry, yeah.
So yeah, that'd be a great place because the Witchfinder General was operating up there, and
Yes.
yeah.
Ah,
So yeah,
ah.
there's still plenty of work to do with the witch trials, but yeah, as I say, that's a really good book. It's really interesting. Hopefully, be able to sit down and go through it and see what things have happened in the county. It's really good.
Yeah, Matthew Hopkins. That is a really good kind of thing. I mean, I did go to the Red Lion at Manningtree a while ago, quite a while ago, but his house is not there no more.
No.
Matthew Hopkins, I don't think. But yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I was just thinking. It just occurred to me. I did a collaboration with Paranormal Essex some time ago. We went up to the
Yeah, we went
towers.
to Mistley
Misty Towers, yeah, and that was.
Oh, call it Mistley, yeah.
My abiding memories from that one was because Adam and his other half up there, Lottie, and she was getting a bit affected by what was up there, and I remember giving me protection.
Well, it's always best to do your protection obviously before you start any.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but yeah, it was funny because there was some sort of bad man that was there. I don't think it was Hopkins, but there was something there.
He did have people working for him though, didn't he? Like lieutenants.
Oh yeah, it's quite possibly
Maybe
one of them.
One of them.
Yeah, and we basically got him to step away. Like, yeah, basically told him, shove off in not so many terms. Finally got him out of the way so we could deal with what was there. And yeah, that took some doing. And then there's Ryan going, oh, is there any bad spirits here? And I think it was Adam and me going, no, we've just got rid of him. We don't want him coming back again. Go away. So, oh dear, funny. But yeah, worth going up there again though.
Yeah, I've been through the mill myself. That's how I ended up in this situation, this mediumship situation. But yeah, experiences really throughout the years does teach you a few things,
It does, yeah.
If anyone asks me any questions about these things, I mean, I can give them what I've experienced and how to, deal with these things. But that's about it, really.
Yeah.
So consulting is good.
Yeah. So Adam just said, Misty Tower's incredible. Yeah, that was also night. So yeah, if you step in there, Adam, great to have you on channel, mate. Hopefully we can do another live stream again because we do the medium thing every month.
Yeah,
so hopefully we'll get you back on for the next one.
I hope I didn't frighten you last time, Adam.
Yeah, that was a lot we were talking about immediately on the round table. So yeah, Neil was saying about nipping out to Walter Lawns. Oh right, yeah, I'll get you. Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty good. I don't know what else we'll talk about. Which clock's right? That one stopped, so it must be that one.
What, 10 to
10 to 10, yeah.
About right,
yeah. Yeah, about right, yeah.
But yeah, like you say, jack of all trades, master of none. But
Yeah.
it's best to be, have as much knowledge as you possibly can when you're dealing with crap, or stuff that's what you would call, not normal.
What is a old way of putting it?
Paranormal. And there are things that you do need to think about like Adam is, you know, your protection for a start when you're going into stuff like this is paramount. You know, because it's all to do with the mind and the, you know, the energies that are around you, and you know the battle begins in the mind. You know, using the mind. So, and these things, you know, they are attracted to your energies. Some of them, you know, and if you're wide open, because your chakras are like mini whirlpools, they're your energy points, and if they're blocked or compromised, then you can get, you know, it's a weakness. It's a weakness in the chain. So they can exploit that, you know, these not so nice things. But there's good and bad everywhere. I mean, you know, if your guides are strong, because, you know, you get strong guides throughout your life, whether they're relations or, you know, other characters that you don't normally see or you don't know. I mean, I've had other guys that are, well, not even from this, you know, from this part of the world, you know, not from this earth.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Another part of the system.
yeah, another system, you know, and yeah, it's exciting when you open. It's possibilities are just fantastic, you know. But yeah, I enjoy it. I've enjoyed it all this time, ever since I was young. I've had a lot of nasty things happen in my life with family and that, and affected family badly. But you know, the main thing is we come out of it, you know, and we're still alive to talk about it. So yeah, it's a good thing to have the knowledge, but you know, maybe things could have been different, well, you know, but that's the way some lives go, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, for me, you know, when we go on site, I'm automatically now sort of, and I see that. I've described this before. The way I see how I put my protection out, it's like that. The Phantom Menace when they chuck that big shield out,
that's visualization.
Yeah, that's how I visualise the protection.
That's good, yeah.
It's that's how I describe it. Or like the dome in Infinity War, in Wakanda. You know, we'll fight Wakanda and that. They put that big, the same sort of thing. That's my mind's eye. That's how I see the protection. I throw that out, and that's your shield, and nothing's penetrating it.
Bright, very bright light, as light as you can stand it, because if you know, and anyone that's not very nice won't stay around very much longer.
Near it. But yeah, as I say, that's how I envision, you know, putting protection out.
So what other protection is there? There's prayer, isn't there?
Prayers,
There's prayer. There's holy water.
Yeah.
And your mind projecting, you know, the protection now. There's your guides, calling in the guides. There's all these different protective kind of things that you can do. You know, before you start any kind of, you know, going into something that's unknown. And when you come out of it and it's all over and you've done it all, just say thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for my protection, and you know, may it last until we go home.
Yeah. Me, Rudy, Ryan, and you all go out for a stream within the next 2 weeks. Have a good chat, all of us. I think that'd be a cracking idea. But Psalm 23. Yes, it's good protection. I totally agree. Yeah. I think I did make a note of that on one of my Bibles.
Yeah.
I think I made a note of that on one of my Bibles. But certainly that's, you know, that's how we do it. I mean, there's other things, you know, there's certain things that you can wear or keep about you. You know, as I've said before, my Mjolnir is made out of iron, which is a good protective quality. Incidentally,
Copper's good as well, isn't it?
Copper's good.
Copper.
Yeah.
It's good, yeah.
Incidentally, you will see around older tombs iron railings.
I've seen that. Yeah, I wonder what they were.
That's what they're for. They're protective.
Are they to keep something in? Or what?
It was something in or something out, but that's what they. I think it's to keep something in. If I remember, I could be wrong. But yeah, and that's also a permanent link to my, my Norse guides, of which we were talking about earlier on.
Yeah, we were.
When we were taking pictures over a site that me, you, and Stella went to.
Yeah.
Is it Baddow or Dunmo? One of the two.
I don't know.
So Mary the Virgin, that was the
Can't
church.
remember. Yeah.
It was a site where the I'd love to go back there because I haven't had the time to look into him properly, but that was a site where John Ball come through. He was an ancestor of mine. He was one of the people responsible for the Great Peasant Revolt.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, when Rudy was taking pictures, when we went over them, it just jumped out at me. I'm not particularly susceptible to pareidolia, I think it's what they call, where you see,
Doyle.
yeah, where you see shapes or faces in things.
Yeah.
I'm not really susceptible to that, but it just jumped out at me. I'm like, shit.
Well, you can clearly see the helmet.
You could see the Viking helmet.
Viking helmet. And I thought, ooh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, so anyone wants to check that out, it's on my Instagram, which is South Guy Media, one word. And you go through my pictures and you'll see it. It's so clear. And you're like, shit, well, you know what's guiding me there. what's doing so, what's channeling through me.
Well, the best thing about doing this kind of work, right, is not being big-headed when you do it, because that's kind of weakness, isn't it? They can exploit,
It's like getting an ego about it.
If you get an ego, like a lot of mediums do, they're just so egotistical.
Yeah.
You're thinking, no,
No one or two like
that is a weakness in my view, because they can exploit that, and that's a weakness in your chink in your armour, is what I was trying to say. But a lot of medium. The most thing I like is getting confirmation. Confirmation to me. I I might say something. I did the other day, didn't I? We was at your event, and the guy, who I don't know, come up and said, "Oh, you're Rudy," and I'm thinking, "Yeah, what have I done? What have I done?" And he goes, "You were saying about so and so. You mentioned a name over Wakering Stairs." And it was confirmed. And I thought, oh, thanks for that. I was very, very pleased that it was confirmed. Same with Eastbury Manor. Never looked anything up and just went there, sort of blind really. And everything I picked up there was confirmed by the tour guide. The date it was. I got the date it was built. This, that, and the other. Because you're going through different layers, sifting through different layers of history. The round heads and and then Guy Fawkes, and you think, and it was confirmed. So it's nice when you can do that, because I never looked it up. People say, "Oh, you must have looked that up on the internet," but no, I don't have to look things up. This is the art of this is what your gift is.
Yeah.
When you're using the gift or a curse, whatever it is, and you get information like that, and it's confirmed, then it's got to be something in it. It's not just
It's like when you see certain things, probably don't help me, but I go for a breakfast and Toby on a Friday, and it's the halfway house. But it gives me a reason to wake up and get on with my day.
Yeah, it sort of powers you, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
The fuel
Yeah.
you need.
But I'm sitting in.
Fuel.
I'm sitting in there, and sometimes I can see the residual of all the, of the servicemen and women that were stationed down the road. I can see them in the pub, smoking the pipes, and the back end laughing and drinking. Yeah, I could just see them, when they get in their service uniforms and everything. And then I go back to my bacon.
Yes. Oh, well, make me breakfast.
Yes, can I be breakfast, please?
Yeah. I do.
But yes, it's like. Yes, mate, will do. I'll drop you a line in tomorrow at some point. What are we looking at? All right, well, I think we'll call it in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. Is there anything else? Anybody
Yeah, I'll stay if anyone else has got any questions.
got any questions?
Yeah.
Or anything to say? You know.
And that's Paranormal Essex out. Yeah, so any other questions or inquiries?
Inquiries.
Yeah, far away.
Any places that you know that
Yeah, I've got my pen and paper there, can write them down.
maybe local places we can visit, or
Yeah. But I think that would be a good one to look in.
yeah.
Just finding those little bits at the back. Whether there's anything, there's any energies still where all that happened. I mean, Chelmsford Nick could be great because all,
Oh yeah.
but it's still a live prison. So, well, yeah, there's still people. There's still people we locked,
Oh,
locked up.
I mean, active.
Yeah, still live prison. People still locked up
people
there.
Still locked up.
So
Yeah.
we can't exactly go in and go. Can we do
Well,
it?
can we get out?
Yeah. Keep us in.
We're going, but we can't get out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking forward to going through that.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what we get out of these, if we get anything, obviously, and whatever we get, we'd be on camera anyway,
Yeah.
most of it,
Yeah.
I should imagine. And yeah, since you've got the equipment now, most of the equipment, and I've got cameras as well.
Yeah.
Half the equipment you got, mate.
Yeah, it's one or two bits that still need replacing, but it's all good now. I can't finish them. I'm borrowing a PSP 11 Spirit Box. I wouldn't mind getting.
Is that one of the expensive ones?
Yeah, that's the top notch, right?
Top of the
Yeah,
range.
top one.
And how much is that?
About 200.
It's not that bad.
No,
Not that bad.
I might invest in it at the end of the month. So,
SLS cameras, but we've got them anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, Paranormal Essex got SLS camera.
Yeah. Thermal imaging, which you've got.
Got thermal. Yeah.
So you got all the mod cons.
Yeah, all there.
Yeah, with all the gadgets.
Yeah, everything's there. All right.
Right.
I think we'll call it.
Yeah.
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 Right.
Thank you everyone for joining in and chiming in with us, and hope to see you again next time with a lot of stuff. Hopefully, and Gloria will be here maybe, and
Yeah.
maybe Jeff will be more talkative.
Yeah. Or more awake anyway.
More awake.
Yeah, he's a bit tired.
He was a bit tired, yeah, the heavy day.
Yeah, it does take you out. You doing what he does.
Yeah.
I know that. So anyway, well, we're going to leave it there. We will love you and leave you. We will send you love and light to all of you lot.
Yeah,
God bless
love and
everyone
light.
here.
Protection up.
Yep, and in the esteemed words of Adam and all those at Paranormal Essex, this is ParaQuest UK out. And off we go. Dink. There we go. Yes.